I see you. I see the weight you carry, the sleepless nights, the quiet tears, the dreams that feel like they're slipping through your fingers. Maybe you're a freelancer hustling to make ends meet, a content creator pouring your heart into work that doesn't always pay off, or an entrepreneur staring down uncertainty in a world that feels chaotic. Maybe you've lost something precious, a job, a relationship, or the spark that once drove you. Life's storms have left you questioning, wondering if you're enough, if there's hope left. But right now, in this moment, I'm asking you to pause. Just for 2 minutes. Because I know every struggle, every doubt, every fear you're facing. I'm not distant. I'm right here, speaking to your heart. My child, I have a message for you, one that can shift your perspective and light up the path ahead. It's a message of peace, not pain, of hope, not despair. All I ask is that you listen, truly listen, to what I have to say. Let me remind you that you're never alone, and your story is far from over. You're standing at a crossroads, aren't you? The world feels heavy, like the weight of 1,000 deadlines, unpaid bills, or dreams that haven't quite taken flight. Maybe you're a freelancer in America, grinding through late nights, wondering if the next client will come through. Or perhaps you're an entrepreneur, pouring every ounce of energy into a startup that's teetering on the edge of uncertainty. Maybe you're a content creator, wrestling with self-doubt as your latest post barely gets a like, or a person of faith who feels like your prayers are hitting the ceiling. I see you, my child. I see the tears you've cried in private, the moments you've questioned if you're on the right path. But let me tell you something that can anchor your soul in this storm. I have a plan for you, a plan not of chaos or suffering, but of peace. A plan that holds a future brighter than you can imagine right now. It's not just a vague promise. It's a truth rooted in my love for you, a truth I've spoken since before you took your first breath. I know the road you're walking feels rough. The bills stack up, the rejections pile on, and the dreams you've carried in your heart seem to flicker like a candle in the wind. You might be asking, why me? Why now? Maybe you're a young professional in Chicago, burning out from the hustle, or a single parent in Atlanta, wondering how you'll make ends meet. Maybe you're a creative in Los Angeles, pouring your soul into work that feels unseen. I understand the weight of those questions. I know the ache of uncertainty, the sting of loss, whether it's a job, a relationship, or the confidence you once had. But hear this, I am not a distant God, watching from afar. I am right here, walking with you through every valley, every late-night worry, every moment of doubt. My thoughts toward you are not of harm or abandonment. They are thoughts of peace, of hope, of a future that shines with possibility. Even when you can't see the way forward, I am weaving a story in your life, one that leads to restoration and joy. Think about it for a moment. You might feel like you're stuck in a dead-end job, or that your startup is on the verge of collapse. Maybe you're a believer in Texas, grappling with a crisis of faith after a string of disappointments. But what you see as a mess, I see as a masterpiece in the making. My plans for you are not about suffering. They're about peace. Not the fleeting kind that comes with a paycheck or a viral post, but the deep, unshakable peace that fills your heart even when the world is falling apart. I'm not promising you a life without challenges. I'm promising you a life where those challenges don't have the final word. I'm working behind the scenes, shaping your faith, strengthening your spirit, and preparing you for what's next. Every tear you've shed, every sleepless night you've endured, I've seen it all, and I'm using it to build something beautiful. You're not defined by your failures or your fears. You're defined by my love, and my love never fails. I know it's hard to trust when the path ahead looks foggy. Maybe you're in New York, hustling as a freelancer, wondering if you'll ever break through in a competitive market. Or maybe you're a small business owner in Seattle, watching your savings dwindle as you chase a dream. The uncertainty can feel suffocating, like you're drowning in questions with no answers. But I'm asking you to trust me. Not because it's easy, but because I've never let you down, not once. My plans for you are bigger than your bank account, your subscriber count, or the obstacles in your way. I'm the God who sees the beginning and the end, the one who holds your future in my hands. When you feel like you're walking through a desert, I'm leading you to a place of abundance. When you feel like you're in a valley, I'm guiding you toward a mountaintop. My child, I'm not just with you. I'm for you, working every detail of your life for good. Let me remind you of something I said long ago, words that still ring true today. For I know the plans I have for you, I declared, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Those words weren't just for a people long gone. They're for you, right now, in 2025, as you navigate the pressures of a fast-paced world. Maybe you're a Christian in Nashville, feeling like your faith is wavering under the weight of life's demands. Or maybe you're a startup founder in Silicon Valley, wrestling with the fear of failure. I'm telling you, my plans for you are good. They're not about endless struggle or heartbreak. They're about peace that restores your soul, hope that reignites your dreams, and a future that reflects the purpose I've placed in you. You might not see it yet, but I'm building something extraordinary in your life. What does that look like? It means the job you lost could be the door to a new opportunity. The dream that feels broken can be reshaped into something even greater. The pain you're carrying, whether it's a failed project, a strained relationship, or a crisis of confidence, can be transformed into a story of redemption. I'm not saying it'll happen overnight. Sometimes, the journey feels long because I'm preparing your heart for what's to come. If you're a content creator in Miami, pouring your energy into videos that don't get the views you hoped for, trust that I see your effort. If you're an entrepreneur in Denver, wondering if your business will survive another quarter, know that I'm working in ways you can't yet see. My promise is this: I will restore what's been taken, heal what's been broken, and fill the empty spaces in your heart with peace. I know you've faced loss. Maybe it's the loss of a dream you chased for years, like that startup you poured your savings into, only to see it stall. Maybe it's the loss of confidence after a string of rejections, or the loss of a relationship that left you questioning your worth. I'm here to tell you that loss is not the end of your story. I am the God who restores. I take what's broken and make it whole. I take what's empty and fill it with joy. If you're a freelancer in Austin, scraping by on gig work, I see your hustle. If you're a believer in Boston, feeling like your prayers aren't being answered, I hear you. My desire for you is not suffering but peace. A peace that doesn't depend on your circumstances but on my presence. So, what do I ask of you? Trust me. Not just with the big moments, but with the small ones too. The late night doubts, the anxious mornings, the moments when you feel like giving up. Trust that I'm with you, even when the path feels dark. If you're a creative in Portland, wondering if your work matters, trust that I've placed those gifts in you for a reason. If you're a business owner in Dallas, facing setbacks that make you question everything, trust that I'm guiding you toward a future you can't yet imagine. My plans for you are not about harm or despair. They're about hope, renewal, and a life that overflows with purpose. You might be thinking, but I've messed up. I've made mistakes. I've ignored you, doubted you, wandered off the path. My child, I'm not here to judge you. I'm here to love you, to restore you, to guide you back to the path I've set for you. Your mistakes don't disqualify you from my plans. They're part of the story I'm redeeming. If you're a young Christian in Charlotte, wrestling with guilt over past choices, let me remind you, my love for you is unshakable. If you're an entrepreneur in Phoenix, feeling like you've failed one too many times, know this: I'm not done with you yet. I'm calling you to lift your eyes, to see beyond the struggle, to trust that I'm working all things for your good. This is my promise to you. I am always with you. In the boardroom, the coffee shop, the quiet moments when you're scrolling through your phone, wondering if you're enough, I'm there. I'm there when you're pitching your startup, editing your next video, or praying through tears. My plans for you are not fragile. They cannot be derailed by your doubts or the world's chaos. They are plans of peace, of hope, of a future that reflects my love for you. So, my child, don't give up. Don't let the weight of today steal the promise of tomorrow. I'm holding your future, and it's brighter than you can imagine. Trust me, and I'll show you the way. You're sitting there, maybe scrolling through your phone in a coffee shop in Seattle, or staring at a laptop screen in a co-working space in Austin, wondering if you've got what it takes to keep going. Maybe you're a freelancer in Chicago, feeling the sting of a client who ghosted you, or an entrepreneur in Miami, watching your startup dreams teeter on the edge of collapse. Life has a way of piling on, doesn't it? The doubts creep in, whispering that you're not enough, that your failures define you, that the weight of your worries is too much to bear. I see you, my child, in those quiet moments when the world feels like it's closing in. I see the regrets you carry, the mistakes you replay in your mind, the fears that keep you up at night. But I'm here to tell you something that can change everything. My love for you is unshakable. No matter what you've done, where you've wandered, or how far you feel you've fallen, my love remains fierce, unwavering, and eternal. I'm not here to judge you. I'm here to lift you up, to call you back to a path of hope, and to invite you to trust me with every piece of your heart. Let's talk about those doubts for a moment. They're loud, aren't they? Maybe you're a content creator in Los Angeles, pouring your soul into videos that barely get views, and you hear that voice telling you to give up, that your work doesn't matter. Or perhaps you're a small business owner in Denver, staring at a balance sheet that's more red than black, wondering if you made the wrong bet. Those negative thoughts are like a storm cloud, blocking out the light of possibility. They tell you that your dreams are too big, that your mistakes are too many, that the future is too uncertain. But I'm asking you to push those voices aside. They don't come from me. They come from a world that wants to keep you small, to keep you stuck. I created you for more than that, for a life of purpose, not fear, for victory, not defeat. You're not defined by the rejections, the setbacks, or the harsh words of others. You're defined by my love, and my love says you are enough. I know it's tempting to stay in that place of doubt. Maybe you're a young Christian in Nashville, wrestling with guilt over a choice you made years ago, feeling like you've drifted too far from me to come back. Or maybe you're a startup founder in San Francisco, overwhelmed by the pressure to succeed in a cutthroat market. You've been stubborn, haven't you? Clinging to your own plans, trying to control every outcome, ignoring the still, small voice calling you to trust. I get it. It's human to want to fix things on your own, to lean on your own strength. But that path only leads to exhaustion. I'm asking you to let go of that stubbornness, to stop fighting battles you were never meant to fight alone. My child, I'm not asking you to be perfect. I'm asking you to be open, to hear my voice, to trust my heart, and to let me carry the burdens you've been shouldering for too long. Here's what I want you to do: pray. Not the kind of prayer that's just words rattled off out of habit, but the kind that pours out from your soul. Maybe you're in a quiet apartment in New York, feeling the weight of a failed project, or in a bustling cafe in Boston, wondering if your creative dreams will ever take off. Take a moment right now and talk to me. Tell me about the fears that keep you awake, the dreams you're afraid to chase, the regrets that haunt you. Lay them at my feet. Surrender the need to have all the answers, to control every step. Prayer isn't just about asking for things. It's about connecting with me, trusting that I'm already working on your behalf. When you pray, you're not shouting into the void. You're speaking to a God who listens, who loves you, and who has a plan far greater than you can imagine. I know surrender sounds scary. If you're a freelancer in Atlanta, hustling to make ends meet, letting go of control might feel like giving up. If you're an entrepreneur in Dallas, pouring your life into a business, trusting someone else with the outcome might seem impossible. But surrender isn't weakness, it's strength. It's the courage to say, I can't do this alone, but I don't have to. When you give me your worries, your doubts, your plans, I don't cast them aside, I transform them. I take the broken pieces of your life and weave them into something beautiful. I take the dreams you thought were dead and breathe new life into them. My child, I'm not here to expose your flaws or dwell on your past. I'm here to heal your wounds, to restore your hope, and to lead you into a future that reflects my love for you. What happens when you trust me? Everything changes. Maybe you're a content creator in Portland, struggling to find your voice in a crowded digital space. When you surrender your fears to me, I'll guide you to the ideas that resonate, the stories that connect. Maybe you're a business owner in Phoenix, facing a cash flow crisis that feels insurmountable. When you pray and trust, I'll open doors you didn't see, bring opportunities you didn't expect. I'm not promising a life without challenges. No, the road will still have its bumps. But I'm promising a life where those challenges don't define you. I'm promising peace that anchors your soul, joy that bubbles up even in hard times, and a purpose that gives every step meaning. My love for you is not contingent on your success or your failures. It's a love that says, you are mine, and I will never let you go. Let me be clear, nothing you've done can push me away. Maybe you're a Christian in Charlotte, feeling like your faith has wavered, like you've let me down one too many times. Or maybe you're a startup founder in Austin, carrying the guilt of a decision that cost you dearly. My love doesn't waver. It doesn't fade. It's not based on what you do or don't do. It's based on who I am. I'm the God who sees every part of you, the good and the broken, and loves you fiercely through it all. I'm not here to shame you for your mistakes or to remind you of your regrets. I'm here to lift you out of that pit, to set your feet on solid ground, and to show you a path that leads to blessing and success. So, what's holding you back? Is it the fear that you're not worthy? The doubt that things can change? The stubbornness that says you have to figure it out alone? My child, those are lies that keep you stuck. If you're a freelancer in Denver, wondering if your next gig will come, let go of the fear and trust that I'm providing. If you're a creative in Miami, feeling like your work is invisible, know that I see every effort, every moment you pour your heart out. I'm calling you to reject those negative thoughts, to silence the voices that say you can't, you won't, you're not enough. Instead, listen to my voice, the one that says you are loved, you are capable, you are destined for more. This is your moment. Right now, in the middle of your hustle, your heartbreak, your uncertainty, I'm inviting you to act. Surrender. Maybe you're in a quiet moment in a Chicago apartment, or sitting in a park in San Diego, wondering what's next. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and give me your worries. Let me take the weight off your shoulders. I'm not just a distant deity. I'm your father, your guide, your biggest supporter. When you choose to trust me, you're not just hoping for a better future, you're stepping into one. I'll transform your struggles into strength, your doubts into determination, your pain into purpose. My plans for you are good, my child. Plans for peace, for joy, for a life that overflows with blessing. All I ask is that you take my hand, let go of doubt, and walk with me. Life has a way of testing you, doesn't it? Maybe you're a freelancer in Austin, pouring your heart into a project only to face another rejection. Or perhaps you're an entrepreneur in Seattle, watching your startup dreams wobble under the weight of financial strain. You're a content creator in Los Angeles, scrolling through comments that sting more than they encourage, or a young Christian in Nashville, wondering if your prayers are even being heard. The road feels long, the obstacles relentless, and the doubts creep in like uninvited guests. But, my child, I see you in those moments of struggle, those nights when you question everything. I'm not a distant God, watching from the sidelines. I'm right here, ready to restore what's been broken, to heal what's been wounded, and to guide you through the storm. I'm calling you to hold fast to your faith, to trust that I'm working in your life, even when the path ahead looks dark. My plans for you are not about defeat. They're about victory, about turning your pain into purpose and your dreams into reality. Let me remind you of a woman named Hannah, whose story echoes through time, a beacon of hope for anyone who feels like giving up. Hannah was a woman who knew pain, deep, aching pain. She longed for a child, a dream that seemed impossible as years passed and her arms remained empty. Maybe you can relate to that kind of longing. Maybe you're a small business owner in Denver, yearning for your company to thrive, or a creative in Miami, chasing a breakthrough that feels just out of reach. Hannah faced ridicule, judgment, and despair, yet she didn't let go of her faith. She poured her heart out to me in prayer, not with polished words but with raw, honest cries. She trusted me, even when the world told her to give up. And I heard her. I answered her prayers, giving her a son, Samuel, who became a mighty prophet. Hannah's story isn't just history, it's a promise. It's a reminder that I see your deepest desires, and when you trust me with them, I can turn your longing into joy. Hannah's faith wasn't perfect, and neither does yours have to be. Maybe you're a startup founder in San Francisco, wrestling with the fear that your business won't make it through another quarter. Or maybe you're a believer in Chicago, feeling like your faith has faltered after too many unanswered prayers. Hannah didn't have all the answers either. She faced criticism. People misunderstood her, even accused her of being drunk as she prayed with all her heart. But she didn't let their words stop her. She kept her eyes on me, trusting that I could do what seemed impossible. And I'm asking you to do the same. Don't let the naysayers, the doubters, or the critics shake your faith. If you're a freelancer in New York, hearing whispers that you'll never make it in a crowded market, don't let those voices define you. If you're a Christian in Dallas, facing judgment from others for your struggles, know that my love for you is greater than their words. Obstacles will come, there's no avoiding them. Maybe you're a content creator in Portland, pouring your soul into videos that don't get the views you hoped for. Or perhaps you're an entrepreneur in Atlanta, hitting roadblocks that make you question your vision. The world will try to pull you down with its harsh feedback, its rejections, its endless comparisons. But I'm telling you, those obstacles don't have the final say. I do. When you feel like you're drowning in challenges, I'm the one who can lift you above the waves. I'm the one who can turn your setbacks into stepping stones, your failures into foundations for growth. Trust me, my child. Trust that I'm working in ways you can't see, weaving a story of redemption that's bigger than your struggles. Your faith, even if it feels small right now, is enough to move mountains. What does it mean to live your faith? It's not about having it all together or never doubting. It's about showing up, day after day and choosing to trust me. Maybe you're a young professional in Boston, juggling a demanding job and a side hustle, wondering if it's worth it. Maybe you're a believer in Charlotte, wrestling with guilt over past mistakes. Living your faith means bringing those doubts, those fears, those dreams to me in prayer. It means getting up each morning and saying, God, I don't have all the answers, but I trust you. It means working hard, whether you're building a business, creating content, or chasing a dream, but doing it with a heart surrendered to me. If you're a freelancer in Phoenix, grinding through gig after gig, live your faith by giving your best and trusting me with the outcome. If you're a startup founder in Silicon Valley, facing investors who don't believe in you, live your faith by holding fast to the purpose I've placed in you. Prayer is your lifeline. It's not a ritual, it's a conversation, a chance to connect with me in the middle of your mess. Maybe you're in a quiet apartment in Houston, feeling overwhelmed by bills. Or maybe you're in a bustling co-working space in Denver, wondering if your next pitch will land. Take a moment, right now, and talk to me. Tell me about the dreams you're afraid to chase, the fears that keep you up at night, the wounds you're carrying. I'm not asking for perfect words, just an open heart. When you pray, you're not shouting into the void. You're speaking to a God who listens, who loves you, and who's already working on your behalf. Prayer doesn't just change your circumstances, it changes you. It strengthens your faith, steadies your heart, and reminds you that you're not alone. I know the road feels hard sometimes. Maybe you're a content creator in San Diego, watching others succeed while you feel stuck. Or maybe you're a Christian in Philadelphia, wondering why your prayers haven't been answered yet. Like Hannah, you might face moments when the world misunderstands you, when your efforts seem futile, when the wait feels endless. But I'm asking you to keep going. Don't give up. Don't let the critics, the setbacks, or the silence steal your hope. Hannah's prayers were answered not because she was perfect, but because she was persistent. She trusted me through the tears, through the doubts, through the waiting. And I'm calling you to do the same. If you're an entrepreneur in Miami, facing another round of funding rejections, keep trusting. If you're a believer in Seattle, feeling like your faith is wavering, keep praying. I'm working even when you can't see it. My promise to you is this: I can restore what's been lost. I can heal what's been broken. Maybe you've lost a job, a relationship, or the confidence you once had. Maybe you're a freelancer in Chicago, reeling from a client who didn't pay, or a startup founder in Austin, mourning a dream that didn't pan out. I'm the God who makes all things new. I can take the pieces of your life, the failures, the regrets, the pain, and turn them into something beautiful. I can open doors you thought were closed, bring opportunities you didn't expect, and fill your heart with peace that defies your circumstances. All I ask is that you trust me. Trust that I'm with you, that I love you, that my plans for you are good. So, my child, don't lose heart. If you're a content creator in New York, wondering if your work will ever make an impact, keep creating and trust me with the results. If you're a business owner in Dallas, facing challenges that feel insurmountable, keep moving forward and know that I'm guiding your steps. Your faith is your strength, your prayers are your power, and my love is your foundation. Like Hannah, pour out your heart to me. Trust me with your dreams, your fears, your future. I'm not promising a life without trials, but I'm promising a life where those trials don't win. I'm promising a future where your faith leads to triumph, your patience leads to joy, and your trust leads to a life overflowing with my blessings. Keep going, my child. I'm with you every step of the way. My child, as you sit there, maybe in a bustling coffee shop in Seattle or a quiet apartment in Chicago, I want you to feel the depth of my love for you. Whether you're a freelancer grinding through late nights, an entrepreneur in Austin chasing a dream, or a content creator in LA pouring your heart into your work, know this: you are never alone. My love surrounds you like a shield, protecting you from every storm, every doubt, every fear. I'm not just a distant God. I'm your Father, walking with you through every challenge, ready to lift you up when you stumble. Don't give up no matter how heavy the load feels. Keep praying, keep trusting, keep living with integrity, because I'm leading you to a future filled with joy, prosperity, and purpose. You're not a mistake or a coincidence. You're my masterpiece, created with intention, destined for a life that overflows with blessings. Hold fast to my promises, for I am always with you, guiding you toward a hope-filled tomorrow. If this message touched your heart, subscribe to our YouTube channel for more encouragement, share it with someone who needs hope, and drop a comment to let us know how God is moving in your life. Keep the faith, my child. Your story is just beginning.